Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking to you about new makers. You even can be one of them, I bet. You could if you like doing it. Well, here's what I came to not expect this. You know how our furry fandom is supposed to support you? Give you positive feedback on what you make? Oh no! You mean I can't do this? My work is horrible? Yeah, it's horrible. You rushed it. No, I didn't. And imagine when you just finally got it to a point where it's almost done. You got a fur head that you've been working on for some time now. It may have taken you longer, where they'd be like, oh, professionals can do it in 1 month. Yeah, so? America wasn't built in one day. The world was not built in one day. Even God knows this. But enough about that. The point is, there are some people out there that don't know how to be positive. Don't get me wrong, we all have our dislikes and our opinion, but sometimes you don't have to share those opinions. Sometimes you can say something positive and have like half of your opinion, where it's not going to affect the other person. Or just not say it at all. I'm going to be telling you about what the situation happened to me. I have a rabbit that I've been making. Started September 5th, I believe. Maybe 15th. I think it was the 5th. Anyways, I started it in September. So I've been working on it since then, and now it's in 2018. Yes, it's taken me a long time. But you want to know why? It's because I don't want to rush it. And if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do a good job. That I learned myself. When I've done drawings, if I don't want to do something, it normally turns out bad. Or part of it turns out bad. I know this from experience. I've been an artist since I was little. I'm not defending myself. I'm giving the truth of the situation. So, say you did a commission for someone and you're expecting money, right? This person, I'll just give you his first furry name, Peanut. Peanut. Ooh, I'm not going to tell you the species. It's Peanut person. I was at a furry meet on a campfire. He brought his wonderful fur head that was $20. It was already made. Someone purchased and asked for someone to make a commission for this creature. It was a rabbit. Had the similar designs. However, this rabbit, I put it on my head. I can't even breathe. I couldn't see. And no wonder he had needed someone to hold his hand and walk around. He could drink out of it, but the beer or soda, whichever you want to call it, was like just all stuffed up in there with no breathing room. So, this material, it was not the best material they used. That person probably that was probably their first head. If not, then that's okay. But the fact is, they charged the person who commissioned them $100 something. Yes, I looked at it, I thought it was crap. But now I look back now, after doing mine, I called it cheap. I didn't say crap. Okay, maybe I did. But that's not the point, everyone. The opinion is you keep certain things to yourself. I apologize for my words to that person. They did their best, and if they didn't do their best, that is all on them. They will never know their very best if they don't do their very best on their one item that they do. Anyways, I was supposed to make a remake of this fur head. I tore it apart, and they purchased from the other owner, the original commissioner, for $20. Yeah, right? $20. Wow. A head for $20. This head wasn't even $20. So, at this commission that I'm doing, I sat around the campfire with my group of furries. Again, as I said, sorry. Repeating myself. Ugh. Blah. So, we are talking about the fur head, how I love the detail on certain parts of the head. And I said the same thing that they didn't like. There are too many hearts on this head. It was like weird. There's like hearts here, here. And the nose wasn't even really a nose. It was one of those poofy things you get at a craft store. Like a pom-pom poofy. Really small. Wasn't even like a nose like this. It was like just one dot. Poof. And they glued on. So, I asked them, would you like me to redo this head? And they said, really? They've never done one either. I didn't do one. I said, I have a great idea for her. Are you up for this? However, I will need to be paid for the materials and like 2% of my time out of all the time I worked on it. I'm not charging for all the time because I'm new at it. But the materials and yeah, pretty much the materials and time. That's what I charted. But I made sure to not charge a ridiculous amount because it's new. Anyways, over the months, expecting one payment at least, he never responded. I messaged him on different platforms. Not going to tell you which ones, unfortunately. It's private. In the end, they have not paid me, and the head is now furred. It needs whiskers and tongue. Maybe eyelashes. It has a LED nose and 2 fans. Unfortunately, one of the fans doesn't work. I have no idea why. I tried to fix it. It did not work. So now it's just a ventilation hole with a fan that doesn't work. But the other fan actually works. Sorry, I have a little cold. Ugh. And let's see, enough about me rambling on. So last night I posted on Furry Amino. Yes, a Furry Amino. I know it's an old website. Young people are on it. But I didn't know about this when I was younger. I'll get to that story later. So for a meal, I have followers. Not gonna gloat. Not gonna say how many because that's not important. What's important is caring about others, making them smile, and feeling good about yourself. Improving yourself and improving what you do. And I want to thank you guys for still watching this, if you are. So, there's 3 people. I'm not going to name them, but 3 people were rude to me. When I say rude, they're like, your head looks rushed. Your head's not worth this much. You couldn't get this amount for that. You must have... You didn't do a good job. It's not worth that much. But here's the thing. It actually is, because I counted how much money I spent on the materials. I overspent on materials. Never expected how much I was going to spend for materials. That blew my mind. I'm like, wow. Fursuiters who make these are really amazing. They have to make the material last and be able to use what they get. It's not just, boom, I got little materials, I'm going to do this and do this. Oh no, I have no more material now. What am I going to do? Yeah, I've had that situation in my first head that I made. I used some of the fur from the old head and tried to salvage what I could to keep part of it, but that didn't work. The only thing I could salvage was some of the blue fur and a little of the yellow. That was interesting. I literally was able to pull it apart really easily, unfortunately. I thought fur heads are supposed to be firm and stuff, but it looked like they hand sewed, so that must have put a lot of time into that, including what I did on remaking it with less hearts and in a different way with eyes. So the moral of this story, everyone, for fursuiters who want to experience making one, don't listen to people who are rude and inconsiderate. They don't understand what you're trying to do. They put words in your mouth like, oh, you're just trying to make money. That's not what this fandom is about. It's true. The part is true. This fandom is not meant to make money. Yes, people make a living off making fur heads, but there are some people who think, oh, this person's just trying to make a few $100 some. No. When I started this wonderful thing, I had an idea and I had inspiration from many different people. One was Telephone, Beauty of the Base, and I don't remember the other person. I remember, dang, I feel bad that I don't remember his name, but there's so many things you can do. Don't stop something that you really want to do because of 3 people that put you down. I got really upset, I admit, but I went to bed feeling confident because there was a good person out there that messaged me, told me some advice, and they gave me positive feedback. The other 3 people just gave me negative advice and pretty much was putting me down on my capabilities. And that's not what you want to do at all. I wish people would understand, even if it's your first fur head. They're like, oh, you shouldn't sell your first fur head, and you should have never taken a commission if it's your first fursuit head. It's like, whoop. You didn't even know the circumstances, which they didn't. They weren't there when the agreement was met, so they can't say no. And that does not mean, no, you can't do such things. When people don't give you chances to make something, and you wanted to do something for them, and you didn't even expect the price of how much stuff and time goes into it, that is why I wanted to do it. But I also wanted to do it for them. It's just crazy how people can do that. So these 3 people I did block on Furry Amino. I'm not going to name them. However, I will put screenshots and cross out their name on what they said. Yes, some of it might be true in certain areas, but that does not mean you have to say such things. No positive with with pure negative. That's not how you help someone grow. No. And just because you're a professional does not mean you can downsize or downgrade a new fursuit maker. That's no. They're only doing it a few reasons. One, they're just trying to prevent you from being better. They're trying to toughen you up and like saying this is how reality is. Or putting words in your mouth. Or just they're either having a bad day and they're venting it on you and making wrong comments. So, I guess that's all I can say right now. My rabbit needs whiskers and tongue and teeth. She might need a shave too, slightly, but her style, the way she is, she's supposed to be more furry than shaved because she's a bunny, and the way her look is, she's supposed to be like cartoony, rough, cute. Like a wild bunny is furry, you know. Can't just shave the bunny in a reel, you know. They're all furry. But, yeah. Please, if you do comment below, please give me a positive feedback. And if you want to put something negative, please do something like a negative with a positive at the end to encourage. I don't appreciate negativity. That's not good for any of us, including you, person who might do it. So many days, so many nights, we all love to fursuit. Bye. Thank you. Hello everyone. This is an update on Aspen the rabbit. She's finally done furred. She needs her teeth. And she needs whiskers. And maybe eyelashes. Here is what we have. We have all her fur. She has her little cute hearts. I know she looks messy. She needs a good comb and maybe some shortening of her fur at certain places. And here's her air vents and one fan that actually works. I put in both and they both worked, and then when I did one thing for the inside, it failed on one of them, unfortunately. And I couldn't get it to work after. So one's working. Next time I make a fur head, I'm gonna do something different so that doesn't happen.